Today, from Oklahoma City, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Oklahoma City Bisons taking on the Houston Gunners.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10 and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Gunners and the Oklahoma City Bison. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Madden, throw left side, complete. That's Patterson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Madden. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Foster. Down to about the 32. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Foster on 4th. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going up the middle, Foster. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They run up the middle with Foster. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Madden. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Foster on 2nd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Madden finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. To throw on 2nd down. Madden throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Colvin. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin, down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Colvin, and this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here we go, set. 52 blue.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, it's Foster. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready. Black. 95.
They go play action with Richardson. Now he steps away. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go. Home 32. Go.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Richardson will keep it once again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play. Well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out comes Houston.
1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They'll run on first down.
Colvin. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Madden. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here's Richardson to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now Richardson. Flushed out right. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Madden. And he's got his big tight end here.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Madden. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Madden. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Madden. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. To throw on 2nd down. Madden. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to check out another game. And that game all even as they host the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson looking to throw this.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A give. This is Foster. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
There, Richardson back to throw it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
A shotgun handoff now. Foster. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the option left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go again with Foster. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Hands it off out of the gun. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Off play action. Richardson in trouble, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll hand off to Foster. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
3rd and long for Richardson.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake, Madden. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Madden. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Madden.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Madden. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Madden. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Gunners have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Open man, here's Foster. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On the run, it's Foster. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Foster. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Second down, here's Richardson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give, Foster running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now it's Richardson.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Houston set to take over.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. He got 29 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Madden. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, Madden. And a quick throw here that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Madden. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Madden. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Madden. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Richardson to the air on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. This is Foster. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Richardson will keep it once again. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario,
and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, and time a huge factor. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Oklahoma City, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.